Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nolita Chabani. If it's your first time here, a very warm welcome to you. If you are returning, thank you for your continuous support. In today's video, I just want to talk about the importance of having a will. Now, you might think that because you don't have children or whatever circumstance you have, that you don't need a will. I will tell you this: if you have assets, if you have children, then you do need to have a will in place, because that then helps you should you die in terms of how your assets are divided. So what is a will? So we'll start by just talking about what a will is. A will is a signed and witnessed legal document that specifies how your estate should be divided if something happens to you. So it will have names, it will have the names of the executor and any appointed guardians for your children. It's really important that with any life event that you update your beneficiaries. A life event could be getting married, getting a divorce, getting a newborn, and maybe losing some of those beneficiaries. Then you need to review your beneficiaries from time to time so that you readjust the percentage allocation to each person then in your will. So very important. Even if it's a pension fund at work, you've got to review your beneficiaries from time to time. So if you fail to update your beneficiaries, for these kind of events, then there's a risk then in terms of how your estate would be divided, or how your, whatever you've left behind in terms of your assets and belongings are distributed then amongst the people that you've left them for. The other disadvantage if you die without a will and your estate is managed interstate is that it can take way longer to even appoint an executor by the state. Whereas if you do have a will, you possibly have a trust for your children, that will a much quicker process. And having a trust and having a will administered by somebody takes the pressure off family while they're grieving for you, and now they've got to go to the court to get appointed an executor. And it's quite a lot, because they're dealing with your loss, and on the other end they must make sure that all these administrative things are taken care of. The responsibility of the executor is to make sure that all your debts are settled, and then your assets then will then be distributed then according to your wishes, whether you have a will or maybe you communicated this to whoever you trust. If you don't have a will, then you might not be in a position to choose the right person to be the executor of your estate. And also, really, a lot of family members are not quite legally inclined to know how to do these things, where to go, and they will need a lot of guidance in terms of distributing your belongings in the absence of a will. You might want to make sure then that you discuss these things, and that you make sure that you choose the right person in the family that will be able to manage these things. But a will take all of that away from the family, afford them the time to grieve for you. You might be concerned about fees in terms of how much it costs. Some banks actually do offer a service of having your will drawn up by the bank, have it kept in a safe custody. And also, in the event that you pass away, trustees will be appointed to take care of things. And I do have a will in place, and I feel the fee, in my opinion, is worth it, because it will be administered by people that are legally, able to take care of things, and my family will not have to worry about anything. Deduct their small percentage, then it's a percentage of the will. You might think this is a lot of money that should have gone to my family, but I think relieving the family of the stress, for me personally, is worth whatever percentage that will be deducted from my estate. So friends, I hope you consider taking this up. Put together a will in place. You might even want to consider putting together a list of, your funeral covers, life covers, because life happens, things happen. You get sick one day and the next day you are no more, or you're involved in an accident and your family is left not knowing where you have cover. Put together a document with all your policies so that they know where to go in the event that something happens to you. Passwords to things, obviously in a safe place, so that they are able to, just take care of not only your estate, but also just wrap up things then, while you are no more. Make sure that you protect your loved ones, especially your children. I've come to the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed it and that it has been helpful, and that you consider putting a will together to protect your assets, to protect your loved ones. If you have enjoyed this video, give it a massive thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Put the notification bell on so that you don't miss out when I send the next one. I will see you in the next one, everyone. Bye.